timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Mahomes back. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll run again. A gain of 11. And it's first and goal. LKC going to use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To the 3, it's second and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, I'll tell you what. Executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
They only talk about it, how to get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get to my...
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out at the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On play action. Lock. Here down the field will fall incomplete.
Intended for Torrey Horton. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
On second down, Lock. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Torrey
Two
Horton.
incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And he's back inside the 40-yard line. Ball rest at the 37. It's first and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Off the play fake. It's Lock. He's going to try it here again. And that is caught. Wow, he stayed in bounds.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seattle. Fires down to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks will extend his 3rd quarter lead.
Chiefs 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. It's a first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
He'll get this out wide. They'll mark him down up to the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, KC.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. He is hit right to get rid of it. And down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Minshew sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away.
For the
As
Chiefs.
he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense and the wideout get set to go once more. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They go play action. It's locked. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Taken in right side by Barnes. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City ball. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll run it over center to Mitchell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in third and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Minshew gonna look to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's gonna be stopped at about the 4. And here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Byron Murphy getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal. From the gun, here's Minshew. Forced to his right.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. Now Minshew. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. We'll run with Damian Martinez. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 13.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And this is going to be a first down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. This time it pays off and a first down.
They pulled out all the stops on that fake, Mike, and it's one thing to call that practice. But then to have the guts to call that and execute it in a real game, I mean, that takes some real confidence, and it worked out to perfection, and just an incredible play all around.
Try again. It's second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
From the gun, it's locked. He'll locate Cup. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
First down.
On play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage.
Incomplete.
It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now they'll run option left to the short side of the field.
Yeah, at some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway.
And now when you look at this, it's a fake. And that is not going to be nearly enough. Talk about a decision ripe for second guessing. The defense wasn't fooled one bit by that fake. And the offense has turned it over on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case,
Flip back to the finger. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking out of the gun, Zappy. And that is incomplete contact, but the flash going to be 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
From the shotgun, it's Zappy. Going up top. And that is incomplete. They rolled the dice, didn't they, on 4th down? But it doesn't pan out. They turn it over on downs as we hit the 2-minute warning. The run out of a gun with Martinez. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Chiefs.
Another run with Martinez. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Here's Locke. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. Big play there. Gain of 14
And the
on
Seahawks
4th and 10.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Lock to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst-case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Defense. Automatic first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September.